morning, everyone. Happy, oh, I haven't got my watch on. I think it's the 26th. Happy 26th of October. Oh my gosh, it is dismal outside. It is, yes, a very dismal day here in the UK, where I am anyway. I hope you're all doing well. How are we all today? I am just doing a quick check-in. I am working today. I'm about to do myself a cup of tea. So I thought I'd quickly hop on and say good morning and ask you how you are. And then I also need to open the day 8, I think we're on, for the 13 Days of Halloween box by Beehive Yarns. So I'll quickly set up and do that now. Hello everyone, me again. Just quickly, I have opened day 8 and it is called Ophelia College, and here it is. How lovely is that? That is absolutely beautiful. So we've gone a lot paler. We've got some really nice speckles going on in there and it's just beautiful. It's really lovely, and held up with all the others, it just works so nicely. So yeah, I will hold them all up again together later. I did notice a comment about how to hold them up now that they are getting too many for my hands. So I will try and fashion something a little later to see if I can do that, because yes, there are getting quite a few now. Anyway, I am gonna quickly, as I say, do myself a cup of tea, get back to work. Also, today is the release day of Clue 4 of Stephen West's Mystery Knit Along Geo Gradient, which is so exciting. So that will be released at some point today. It is also, if I'm not mistaken in my thinking, I think it's also the first day of is it Helen Stewart's Knit Vent 2023. So Helen Stewart does Knit Vent, which is basically a bundle of a number of kind of Advent themed patterns, and I think today is the day of release for the first pattern within that bundle. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw, so I will double check that. But how exciting, 2 pattern releases today. Well, Clue update and a pattern release. So I'm very excited because I did sign up once again to Helen Stewart's Knit Vent. So I'm very excited to see what she's got for us this year. But anyway, enough with all the exciting stuff that's going to be coming. I better get back to work. It's going to be a long one, so I will check back in when I can. Good afternoon, everyone. I am back for my final check-in of today. I am ready to end the day, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's been a very challenging day. In fact, it's been a very challenging week in terms of work. I usually get rather busy this time of the month, so it's to be expected. But yes, it has been a little bit more challenging than some other months, let's put it that way. But that's all fine. I do count myself extremely lucky, so I am not complaining. I just wish I had a bit more brain capacity at the end of the day on days like this. I'm not sure if anybody else experiences this, in that you give so much of your brain capacity when you're at work that when you finish work, it's no use. There's nothing left to give, and mundane tasks just feel very arduous because the brain is not happy and it just wants to sleep. Please tell me I'm not alone in this. Yeah. What a day, what a day. And the most exciting thing is I have another day at work tomorrow, woohoo! We have to take these things in light spirits, hey, otherwise I think we'd all go a bit nuts, really. Anyway, I am doing my check-in a little bit earlier purely because of that. I am shattered and I would like to switch off for the day, really. So I do have to make tea in a little bit, so I'll get that on the stove, I'll get that cooking, and then my plan after that is while that's cooking I will edit this video for you so that I can get it up for you tonight, and then I am going to work like a beast on my mystery knit along. Yeah, that's going to be my evening plan for today. I think I'm going to try and get an early night as well. I think I am due one for sure. So yes, anyway, I hope you've all had a better day than I, at least. Right, on to what I have to show you this afternoon. So the first thing that I have to show you is the lovely skein of yarn that I opened from the 13 Days of Halloween box by Beehive Yarns. And today's colourway, let me just remind myself, is called Ophelia College. And it's this absolutely beautiful, very nice pale purple with some very nice speckles going throughout. I really like this colour, I really do. And it's nice to be, I'm going to scooch a bit closer, I don't know why I'm sitting miles away from the camera. Yeah, so I absolutely love this colourway, it's absolutely beautiful. And it's nice to see a little bit more colour coming into the palette. I didn't pick up what I'd planned to pick up to help hold up all the skeins, but yeah, I'm going to hold them up anyway because I think I can do it at the moment. So there we go, yes I can. So those are all the colours that we have so far, starting with day 1 over there and day, is it 8? Are we on 8 over there? So you can see that we're actually getting purple, like almost a pinky colour coming in now. So I think we're going from, oh yes, well yes, you can see we're going from dark to light, more colourful. Enid, yes, that was it, Wednesday to Enid. Possibly, but yes, I absolutely love this colour palette. It is looking absolutely beautiful and I can't stop staring at it, basically. So yes, I still have to decide what I'm going to make with these wonderful colours. Oh, I'm missing one, my apologies. I'm only showing you 7, you're probably all screaming at the camera. Emily, there's only 7. Right, let's try this again, there we go. Okay, Wednesday to Enid. Yeah, really, really nice. So I'm really looking forward to figuring out what I'm going to make. As I said, I'm not going to figure that out until I open up the tonal and see what we're dealing with in terms of that tonal, but I do love them and I think they're beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So that is the Wednesday 13 Days of Halloween box by Beehive Yarns, and I've been absolutely loving it, basically. I hope you've been enjoying watching me open it, at least. Right, on to what I have to show you next. I have done a bit more work on my pink Fizz. Now, not a lot, but I did just want to show you that. Oh, there's needles everywhere. Why are there so many needles? Oh, no, there's not. I am actually on the cuff now of that sleeve. So if I quickly hold this up, this is the pink Fizz by Andrea Mowry. And again, it has these lovely lacework panels down either side on the front. And it is the same for the back, these 2 lovely lacework panels. I'll quickly show you those up close. They are really lovely and so much fun to work up as well. Yeah, I do actually really love it. It's a little oversized kind of boxy fit. So there's sleeve 1 and there's sleeve 2, almost done. I almost feel like that's maybe a little bit shorter. I'll check. Oh, it might be actually. Oh, I think I counted all the, oh no, we're good. I counted all the rows and we should be fine. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's only the cuff, it'll be fine. So yes, hopefully I'll be able to finish that this weekend in terms of the sleeve. In terms of the neck piece, I'm not sure because the mystery knit along, oh my. Before I get into the mystery knit along though, yes, clue 4 is upon us and I have a lot to say. But before I get to that, earlier I did mention that Helen Stewart was releasing the first pattern of her Knit Vent 2023 pattern bundle today. I wasn't 100% sure, but I was pretty sure. And I was correct because I had an email, a lovely email in my, had a lovely message in my inbox this morning to say, pattern 1 is here. And I have it here to show you because I am so excited. And yes, it is what I'm going to make for using one of my, it's such a hard day today. It really is. Try that again. So this pattern that I'm about to show you, it will be, and I thought it might be, but it definitely will be, one of the patterns that I will be using one of this year's advents with. So if I hold this up, I'll just hold the whole thing. So Helen Stewart's Knit Vent 2023 first pattern, which was released today, is this one. How beautiful is that? So it's kind of like a chevron with some lace work going on as well, like some yarn overs and such. Lovely wrap, and it is called the Trifle Wrap, which I think is adorable. So that is the first pattern of that bundle. I do like to get these bundles because she usually does a big project that will incorporate 24 20-gram mini skeins, which is perfect for Advent, which is why I love buying these bundles. And yeah, you can't go wrong with Helen Stewart, really. She designs some really nice stuff. So that is the first pattern that was released today. Let me just have a quick nose through the pattern. Ah, yes, I should be able to show you this because it's just got the abbreviations and notes. So there we go, that's the pattern. And then that's it on. Again, it's absolutely beautiful. And I'm very, very excited. So this year I will be doing a gauge swatch because sitting on everything. I will be doing a gauge swatch this year. I don't usually, although I know I should, but I will be doing it this year because the pattern states that designed to use a set of 24 20-gram minis in fingering weight yarn, which is perfect because I always use fingering weight yarn. It is my yarn of choice, the yarn weight of choice, I should say. And it goes on to further say that sample used approximately 20 grams of 24 colours of fingering weight yarn. So I know that when I made one of Helen Stewart's, I think it was last year, it was the anthology throw. I don't have it here, it's upstairs. Oh, I should have preempted this, but I made her anthology throw and I think I finished it off at the start of this year. And I did it using all of the colours that I have dyed in my little hand dyed yarn business thus far, well, to that point. And I wanted it as like a little memory blanket of where my little business has been, you know. And I used 20-gram minis. But there were a couple of sections that I did go over the 20 grams. So I also know I used to be a really tight knitter, but I know that I'm a much looser knitter now. So I hearken that to the fact that I did not do a gauge swatch. Had I done a gauge swatch, I probably would not have run out of yarn. So because this is stating that it uses the full 20 grams, then I think that's what I really need to focus on and make sure that I do a gauge swatch. So I'll do the gauge swatch in good time before the whole Advent season because it's going to be busy enough. I don't need to add an extra element to my plate. So yes, I am very excited and hopefully you'll be able to see me making this over the Christmas period, which will be super exciting. And I'm very excited to see the next patterns. I think the next one is being released next week. So a similar thing to the Mystery Knit Along in that the patterns are released every Thursday up until the end of November, I think. I think there's 5 patterns all together in the bundle. Don't quote me on that, because this is me just thinking off the top of my head. I was just too excited about this pattern, so I just had to show you. But yes, that is one thing that I wanted to show you. The other thing is, oh, you just saw a little glimpse there, sorry. The other thing is that Clue 4 is with us from the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along Geo Gradient. Now, before I get into my thoughts and feelings, because I have a couple, before I do that, I really want to show you where I've got to on my Mystery Knit Along so far. Now, spoiler warning, I will be showing you my Mystery Knit Along Geo Gradient by Stephen West, but I have only done Clue 1, 2, and I have completed Clue 3. I completed it this afternoon on my lunch break, so I do have thus far to show you. There is nothing to do with Clue 4 on my mystery shawl at this point in time, but I do have a little something to show you after I've shown you this. So, spoiler warning, I'm about to show you my mystery knit along. Let me get it the right way around. There we go. You probably keep seeing wafts of it. Okay, spoiler warning. And here it is. Okay. Oh gosh, sorry. So that is my mystery knit along so far. I have completed both of these wings and they are beautiful, as you would imagine. I absolutely love them. Yes, please excuse all the ends. There are a lot of them. But that is Clue 3 done. And spoiler warning, I'm about to talk about Clue 4 now. So Clue 4 came through and I had a little read through and I got very confused because Stephen starts off in the pattern talking about a dip stitch. Now, I've never heard of and I've never done a dip stitch before. So I thought, I might need to watch the video for this one because I don't know what I'm doing. And he also goes on, I'm just going to try and read this. So he also then goes on to an optional dip stitch swatch. So then I got more confused thinking, well, do I need to do the swatch? Obviously it's optional, but I don't know what a dip stitch is. I've never done one. So yeah, and then it obviously references the video. Now, from what I can tell and what I've read of the pattern, I haven't found... Oh no, I have! I've just found them! Oh, honestly. I was about to say, I haven't found anywhere that tells me how to do the dip stitch, but it does. It tells you on page 3 of the pattern. So if, like me, you are reading the pattern and you're thinking, it says dip stitch, I don't know how to do a dip stitch, or dip 5 he refers to. It's on page 3 how to do it. It's partway through the pattern. It's just in front of row 7. Yeah, I just read the swatch and then thought, I don't know what I'm doing. And then I read the first part of section... What section is it? It doesn't actually have a section, does it? And then I read the first part. My bad. Obviously my brain's not working. So it is on page 3. Stephen does detail how to do the dip stitch. The dip 5 even. But I mean, I think even if I had read that, I would have still been none the wiser because yeah, I like a visual reference sometimes. So this then led me on to actually watching the video. I know, I don't do that with Stephen West Mystery Knit Along, but I did. I watched the start of the video. And the start of the video, he does give spoiler warnings, but he does demonstrate and show the shawl. And again, spoiler warning, I am going to talk about this and I am going to show you a little something as well. But spoiler warning, I was correct in thinking that these wings weren't quite long enough and there was something missing from this bit here. So what we will be doing is we will be picking up stitches from this wingtip all the way along the bottom, and all the way to the edge of this wingtip. So basically, we are going to be adding to the bottom of the shawl. I mean, actually now I'm stretching it out, that wingtip's pretty big. So I have not started this purely because I wanted to show you my shawl and I knew that if I started picking up stitches, it's going to take me a long time, and I didn't want to have to be picking it up and worrying about dropping stitches that I've just picked up, because there was no way I was going to pick them all up before filming this for yourselves. So that is why I've done no work on it. But I have done a little bit of the swatch. Stephen recommends to do the swatch if you've not done the dip 5 stitch before, because it's a little bit unusual. And let me tell you, I have seen the completed shawl and it is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful and I'm so excited. However, having done this swatch, it's going to take me forever. So please don't expect this to be done by next week. It's not happening. But I will give it my damnedest go. Sorry, you just saw the spoiler there. So I have done the swatch, and I haven't done all of it, I've done a little bit of it, just so that I can get comfortable with the stitch. And that is what Stephen recommends, to get comfortable with the stitch, do the swatch, so that you can just get used to the tension, because it does play with tension. As I say, I'm a bit more of a looser knitter these days, so I think I felt quite comfortable with the tension. For me, it was just trying to figure out where my stitches are going. So without further ado, I will show you. Spoiler warning, I'm about to show you my swatch of Clue 4 for the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along Geo Gradient. So, and there it is. So that is my swatch. It looks pretty nice, looks pretty good. I have, now, fair point, I have gone into the wrong stitch for this row. But that's fine, I'm aware of that, I know that. So that is what I've done. Hold that back, it looks really effective. It's a really clever stitch. It takes a bit more brain power than I was hoping for. I mean, I feel like I've had it, in terms of my knitting skill, I feel like I've had it fairly easy. I don't want to say easy. It's been less taxing to sit and knit. The last clue, so clue 3 was a bit more, it needed my brain a little bit more than the other 2 clues. This one, yeah, this one is going to take quite a bit more brain power for sure, but it is so effective and so beautiful. Now, please bear in mind, these are not my Mystery Knit Along colours. I have a bag of yarn that is just scrap yarn. It's leftover yarn from whatever project. This is actually scrap yarn, leftover yarn from my twists and turns. So these were my contrasting colours. This purple and this pink were my contrasting colours, and then this was my accent colour. So these are actually the colours from my twists and turns. So yeah, I just thought I would grab same weight, same fibre content, just grab some of that and just have a go, have a play. But I do recommend having a play, because yeah, it's getting these tensions right. Stephen is very good, as I am sure you all already know. He has done an absolutely brilliant tutorial on the stitch, and hopefully it will make sense for you all. It took me a couple of tries, but yes, I am confident and I am excited. It may not sound it or look it, but I am. I am just too tired right now. So now that I've done that swatch, I will, as I say, I will start tea. I will then edit this video, get it ready for yourselves, and then I plan on sitting down and picking up all these lovely stitches because this is going to be a mammoth task, isn't it? My goodness, it's going to be so beautiful and so effective when it's done, but my goodness, that's a lot of stitches. And I think when you get to it and you have a look at how many stitches we're casting on, yeah, it's a big number. So yeah, it's going to be a long weekend, but it's going to be great. And I'm super excited to do it. I just need to have the time to sit down, because when I cast on the stitches, I want to cast them all on in one go. I don't want to cast them on and then have to pause. So I'll need a couple of hours set aside where I am literally doing nothing but working on this while I'm casting those stitches on. I think once I'm in the swing, I'll be able to put it down when I'm partway through a row. But yeah, while casting on, no, it's gonna need to be done in one. So that's where we're at. So I am going to leave that there. I have seen the video in my screen. it has been jumping a little bit, so I'm really hoping that this footage is okay. If it is okay, you will be seeing it, or I will have tried to scrounge as much of the video as I can. But yes, I am going to leave that there. Obviously, I keep thinking it's the weekend tomorrow, but it's not. I've got Friday to go. Friday tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be very much the same as today. However, it should be a quieter day because my team have been absolutely phenomenal this week. Absolutely phenomenal. And honestly, I am so grateful for the wonderful ladies on my team. We have absolutely smashed it this week, despite the little curveballs that have been thrown our way, and they have absolutely shone. So fortunately, tomorrow I don't have to have such a brain taxing day because the majority of the work was completed today, which I'm so grateful for. And I'm sure they are as well. It gives us all a nice weekend and got to worry about it now. So yes, hopefully tomorrow will be less brain taxing. If I can get an early night, that'll be great, and I can just chill. Not chill, sorry. I can chill tonight is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to grab myself a smoothie as well. I could do with some fruit and energy. But yes, so tomorrow should be a little bit better, and I should be a lot more with it tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping. But yes, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully I've had a little bit of energy to give you. I do feel bad when I do have low energy days or when I'm feeling run down with work. It happens, you know, it happens to all of us. We all sort of reach our limits, I think is the word. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, yeah, so tomorrow should be a bit nicer, and hopefully I can finish an hour early at least, because I have put in a lot of hours again. But yes, I will, in the meantime, I will hopefully have some more Mystery Knit Along to show you. That's my plan. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that there. Thank you so much for watching, as always. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next